Hi everyone, it's Judy. Welcome back to Rose Lane. Okay, we are in our second part of starting to decorate these things. I still have one over here. I think I have some ideas for what I'm going to do with this one. I'm not sure at the moment, but I think I have an idea. But this was the one in the last video, and we're going to decorate this. There's a couple different things I'm going to do, 3 different things I'm going to do. And one of the 4 sides is going to have a hidden journaling spot. So we're going to start with the simple side first, which is this. This mess is getting worse and worse. My. All right, I'm just going to go in here where it's a little white. No, not a little white, it's a lot of white. And I'm just going to tone that down because I'm not going to cut that out. I'm going to try to go around the edges of this just a little bit. This one's a little harder. Well, all of these are a little harder. Let me get out here where you can see me. Because of all the tiny little edges, it's kind of hard to get anything in there. All right, I'm going to do the same thing on this one. Let me get this. So, in my last video where I did this thing, oh, and by the way, I did go back and amend the description box. This paper out here that I did the little script stamping on came from somebody on Etsy who is no longer on Etsy, and I can't find her, I'm assuming it's a her, anywhere else. I think she just closed her shop and that was the end of that. So unfortunately, I am sorry. I guess this paper is no longer available, but there's lots of other ones out there, I'm sure, that you can use that are similar to this. So anyway, when we were doing this one, the whole point of that, me saying that, was I had told you that I was moving and I didn't know where yet. And I was actually quite surprised that last night we received, well, actually the night before, we received a request to speak with our boss on a Teams meeting the following night, which was last night. So we kind of figured we knew what it was, and we were right. So I have found out where we will actually be moving to, and we are now going to be citizens of Pennsylvania. So that is where we're going. We're going to be in a very small town called Johnstown, Pennsylvania, and there's a lot of opportunity for ministry there in Johnstown. So we are going to try to do our best to take advantage of all of the opportunities available and try to help the people of Johnstown. So that is where we're going. And again, I'm going to take off my sweater because I get stuck on everything. So I just wanted to let you know that. Okay, so that aside, done and aside, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this. Now, this was just some chiffon fabric. I have a bunch of it. So I just sort of cut it, you know, just randomly and then, you know, whatever, because I didn't want straight edges. Now, when I put this down, actually, let me see. I have a couple over here. After a while, for me, these things turn white. Aha, there we go. So let's try to use the white one so that the blue will turn white after you put it down, but it takes a little while. And for the sake of, you know, doing it on camera, I kind of thought maybe we'll just use the white. So we're going to be kind of liberal here with this because, again, we've got the embossing. And I'm just going to put down some, oops, I've got to. And I want to kind of rumple this up. Let me rumple this up a little bit. I'm hoping to kind of get the edges a little rumpled. Ah, that's a beautiful thing. There we are. That looks good. All right, I'm going to go this way. And now that I've put down the glue, all I'm going to do, again, is I'm just going to pinch just gonna pinch. This needs a little bit more right here. Alrighty. Just pinching. Okay. And it doesn't have to stay down perfectly. I'm going to glue some stuff over it. I think that was this one, and this one I was going to put on that side. So I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to glue this down, and I think what I'm going to do is get a little bit of lace. Now, I keep a bag clipped over here. Let me unclip this bag. Let me just unclip. I keep it clipped over the edge of a wire shelf so it just hangs like this, and I can see some little bits and pieces of lace. I like that. I don't want to lose all the green. Yeah. Yep. Okay, I think I like that one. Let's just move these bits and pieces over. Okay, now on this one, let me close this glue. This is an older one, and I think that's why it's white. That's what I'm looking for. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to, and I'm going to try not to lift this away. I'm just going to go ahead and try to put the glue down. I'm just going to dot. Make a lovely noise here. Sorry for the noise. Okay, and let's let that flip back over. And gonna wipe back here. Okay. And then we're gonna go on down here. Do a little bit more. So we had an absolutely beautiful spring day today. I'm not sure it's going to last very long. Okay. But you know, little by little, we're getting less and less cold and more warm. It's coming. It's coming along. I'll probably put a little glue on that. It's sticking to my fingers. Put some glue on here. It's getting to be time to let this thing rest on its side. It's taking too much to push the glue out for me. All right, that's good. Okay, and then this one's going to go right. I think I like it better. Yep. Like it better that way. All right, so we're going to go on and fold that over and try to squeeze out the glue here without hurting my hand too much. Tell you, it's just when it rains it pours around here. But anyway, so we're really looking forward to this move, a new adventure, a new place, some new people to meet and to help. Yeah. So I am liking that idea. That's pretty. It's just a simple little flattish cluster. It doesn't, you know, stick out too far. I do want to stick this out. I mean, stick it down a little better than that. Keep that laying on its side. Okay. I want it flat. I don't want, you know, things to, again, bulk it up. So we're going to go on over here and we're going to do something similar on this side. So let's get the already white Oohoo glue. And this little piece is a little skinnier, so we won't, but that's why it's white. There we go. Get back in there. Okay. Close that up. I should have turned this down. I think that we're almost at the end of that one, I would say. All right, let's go this way on here. And it is one thing about having the glue already white is I can't see where it is, because it's clear when it goes down. All right, let's go ahead. Let me use the blue one. Like I said, oh, this one's white too, and it's newer. Okay. Okay. We're going to go on and scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. Just scrunch that up a little bit. It wants to stick to my fingers now more than anything else, but that's all right. Now, where's my flower for here? Because I will get that down. So, let's see. What else do I have? Ooh, what is... I'm trying to see what else I have here. I like this with this really raggy end. Can I do that to this end? I think I like this better. Let me raggy that up. That is nice. I still like that though. So let's see. Ooh, it's going the wrong way. I'll pull that out some. Pull this up and out some. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Okay, so here's the trick. Pick that up and then try to glue this down where it is. Because inevitably when I pick these things up, put the glue down and then come back, I put it in the wrong place and it's not exactly the way I would have wanted it to go. So I've got so many, I've got like 3 different glues on my hand. Okay. If I could just get it in enough to hold it in place while I get everything down, that would be good. How's my... Okay, I want to see if this thing moved. No, it looks okay. Okay. Let me put that one there. Then we're going to turn this over. And we're going to wait on my glue to come down. I got to top this off. It works so much better when it's, more full. Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I am liking that. Okay. And it's got a little bit of glue under there. It's sticking some. I'd like to have another little wrinkle over here if I can. So I'm just going to kind of wipe some glue on it. Yeah, okay. That looks good. Lay that down on its side. Okay, so let me go ahead. I'm going to end up picking these up and putting them back. I just want to get a little bit of glue. Put this in the garbage under here. Just a bit. Oh, I love that raggy end. Yeah, that's one of those things again that happens. And I picked it up and it was all, kind of messy. And I was like, oh, I didn't do that on purpose. But I should have done it on here. And I really, really I love that. I love the way that looks. Okay. I'm going to just take these and put these away because I have what I want for the other side. This is just going to be a short, pretty short little video. Whoops. I'm just going to put that over here. I'll clip it back up in a minute. Okay. Now, what I did here, I'm going to flip this over because we're actually done with this side. That's all that one's going to be. Okay, on this side, I have a little a little kind of cluster here. And what I did was here, I have this ribbon, as it were, and this actually came off of, let me grab the thing here, something I had gotten at Hobby Lobby. They're like rosettes, and they sew them onto some netting. So I just undid the thread that was making the rosette and unfolded it, or uncoiled it. The one piece was pretty flat, which I have over here. This I would have to open up and iron if I want to use it in the same way. For this, I'm not worried about it. I have the piece that I want. Whoops, got this going the wrong way. Hang on, guys. Hang on. There it is. I had the sticky side out. So, I mean, but this would look nice to, you know, tie off at the top of a tag, or, you know, something. It would be pretty. So I kind of like that, but I'm not using that over here. But when I did this, let me just take this little bit of lace out of here. You can see how I chopped it up trying to get it off. And there's some threads still left from there, and it's full of holes, this netting, and it's all raggy, and I thought, I like it. So we're gonna leave it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of go along the ends a little bit with the ink. I think you can see what I'm doing. Might even put a few dots in there. I don't want it too dark because I'm putting it on here. Okay, I just want it to look a little, you know, more antique-y looking. Oh, we don't want that one. That's the one that falls out. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and then just put this little cluster down here with its little holes and bits and pieces. And I'm going to lay that flat. Well, maybe I'll scrunch it a little. Why not? We shall scrunch. So if any of you guys, nobody's ever said since I've been in New Jersey, when I first put up my YouTube channel, that they lived nearby. And nobody ever said here while I was in Buffalo that they lived nearby. So if anybody lives nearby Johnstown, you should let me know. So one never knows, huh? Where we may find each other. Okay, so I'm going to put this down like so, but I'm just going to press the top because if I can unstick this from my fingers, should probably be using the, oh, you know what? I like this side better. I should probably be using my tweezers. Let me lift this up. I just want to get it under the edge of the flower. I've got a leaf there. Put that down. And then we'll glue this down. A little bit of glue right there. Okay. Just a little embellishment there. Yeah, I like it better, a little rumpled. I don't know how easy that is to see there, but I'll bring it up a little bit and you can see the rumple in there. Okay, so now we're getting to the big spot. Oh, this is really going to be short. Okay, so this is what I did. This was the dry waxed paper that I had been talking about. And I used a lot of pink when I was doing some, and I don't use avocados to dye my paper pink. I generally use the Tim Holtz, the glue, the distress ink. I have a lot of colors, not many, but a lot, basic ones in the either spray bottles or dropper bottles or, you know, whatever. And this was one of the pink ones. I think this was Victorian Rose. And I just mixed it with some water and I brushed it on both sides. to the paper and just let it sit to dry, and it dried with like these little kind of mottly dots and stuff, which I thought was really pretty. So I have a little piece of this left. I used it someplace else for some other project at some point. And this is what I did. I want to take these things off, but I don't want them to move too much because I want to remember where I put them, more or less. I cut a piece of cardstock. I did ink the edges, as you can kind of tell. I glued a piece of that wax paper over the top. We're going to create a little pocket here, but it's just going to look like a cluster, okay? And this is what's going to create our little hidden spot. And we're just going to find a piece of scrap paper that I can fold, and we'll tuck it inside here, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to put things over the edge a little bit because we don't want it to look like a straight edge of a pocket, okay? I want to put it a little bit on a slant, like so. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue down the pocket part, which is, ow, sorry, sorry about this hand. I said both of them are not in great shape. They've been getting worse and worse, but this right one, well, I'm right-handed, so of course I antagonize it by actually using it. So, okay, so we're going to get that in here. And I'm just going to give a little push from the sides like I usually do to give myself a little space like that. I just kind of push mostly from the top and very little from the bottom because you want this glued, you know, flat. But it just makes it a little bit easier to get something in and out. Okay. So then we're going to take this, and I'm wondering now, can I ratty this up a little bit? I was really liking that, but this is really, really tight. So it's kind of hard to do this one, but okay. All right, so I want this part to show, so we want to just put that up over the edge a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and glue that part down. Okay. Yeah, I gotta remember to leave this on its side, at least until I glue it. I mean, refill the glue. I'm thinking about this and gluing it. Okay. So we want the right side up. We want to go over that edge a little bit. We don't want it perfectly straight because we want it, you know, to look like a cluster. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this piece, I think we'll go ahead this way and put that one up here. Okay. Again, a little over the edge of the pocket, just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put the glue all the way in here because then we're going to stick something else in there. Okay. So let's go ahead. And that doesn't actually have to go right over the edge of the pocket. I don't know what, oh, I know what that was. That was a green thread from the other side. Let me get a little piece of scrap paper here because my glue went over and we don't want that to glue the pocket shut. Okay, so that's that. Let's put a little dot down here because that wants to pop up. Okay, then and this was one, I can ratty this up. Ooh, I love that. I love it. Let's try this one. This is awesome. This is just great. I am loving this. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put this one down here, and that's got a little glue right there, so that's good. Oh, there you. Okay. Just that little bit, and then I think we'll go ahead, put that over there. Okay. Can't tell the difference. I think I want the loopier side out there, you know, the scallop on the outside. And go ahead and try to glue this down a little bit. Got my laundry going in the background again. You know, it's a good excuse to say I'm going to my craft room because I have to do laundry. So I might as well. Okay. My little bits and pieces of thread all over the place. Then this was the, and I'm going to do the edges of this too. This was the unbleached parchment paper, the natural color parchment paper, where I had done, hang on, I'm getting it, where I had done this pocket, okay, I used that on there. I had a little scrap of that left over, so tore out a little bit of that. Let's get it scrunched again some because I want to try to highlight those little, you know, ridges. Here's another one here. Have them going off in a couple of directions. I scrunched up that lace, you know, pulling on that lace. Now I've got all the little bits all over my fingers. Okay. All right. Scrunch you up a little. If it tears, it's okay. Just run the sponge over the top of this, and oops, I flipped it over. Right? Right. Okay. All right. So I think before we put these on, actually, yes, let's go ahead and put these on, and I'm going to do the straight edges. I could figure out where the straight edge was. Here we go. All right, then this one's got to go on this side. So a little dip of glue right there. And then this one has to go here. And I'm going to put it down. Well, let's. I don't want to cover too much of the funky lace there. I'm liking that. I am liking that. Okay. Okay. All right. Get this side down. I want this pretty in place. I hope my face isn't hanging over for you guys. Oh my gosh. All right, let's scrunch a little more. Scrunch a little more. Get those ripples in there. I like that. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and take this little bit I'm going to try to do it with this. Oh, that's, you know what, I'm going to just get rid of that one. Okay, whoops. We'll try to clean that up. Okay. And we are going to go ahead. I think I'm going to just tone it down a little bit. Not sure which side I want out. I don't think it really matters. Okay. So let's go ahead and get this a little scrunched under here. Scrunching is good. If I can get that down. Okay. I'm getting all the glue on my fingers. The more I'm scrunching it, the more it's squishing it up around the edges, which I like. All right, I'm gonna have to put a little bit more down here. Coming away with it on my fingers more, and the ink is on my fingers. Never neat. I'm never neat. I have a couple little blobs right there. That's okay. I will pick them off. Where'd it go? Thought I had a blob. Maybe I wasn't imagining it. I don't know. Okay. All right, let's close this up and let me go around the edges of this flower a little bit. And I actually think this is kind of bright. I think I'm going to go ahead and just, whoops, go over a little bit and antique it just a little bit. Vintage it up. Okay. Oops. I took off a leaf. We can always put it back on. Don't know where it came from. Trying to see if I can see where it actually tore. But, oh, here. Okay. Okay, fine. All right, so we're going to put this in here. Okay. We'll stick that leaf on in a minute. I may put it someplace else if I think I need it somewhere else. Let me go ahead and get some glue on here. Alrighty, I'm gonna have to put a little glue up in there. Okay, so go ahead, put that on there, and then where are my tweezers? Here's a little bit of that scrap that I had left of that. That works really nicely. So let me get my tweezers. I think we'll use this. We'll go ahead and use this one. That'll be fine. And I'm trying to see if I want it someplace else besides where it came from. Now, you know, I think I'm good with it where it came from. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So that's that. And then what we have, it looks just like a cluster up here. Okay. I'm going to try to open this up a little bit. Seems like I've got it glued a little bit heavier than I thought. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find, I may put a little lace up across the top of this because it looks too straight. But before I do that, I'm trying to find, I'm going to sneeze, guys. Hang on one second. Excuse me. Take a little drink. I have some seltzer back here. Now, I'm looking up here. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. I have a little bit of this paper. Kind of losing my voice here for that. All right. I want to see where I think I want to try to cut this. Here. Oh, some little scrappies here. Get them in my lace bag, which is now not hanging. Oh, good gravy. Okay, I'm going to have to hang this back up because I'm trying to put everything in it and it's just running away from me. Okay. So I may actually have a real craft room this time around, guys. Like I said, I started in 2019 and I was, where's my little ruler? I was in my basement in New Jersey, right next to my washer and dryer, so that's always fun. And I'm hoping this will be enough. Then here, we came here. Oh, that's good. Okay, now I'm thinking, maybe I'll let that hang over just the tiniest little bit because, okay. All right. And let me go just a wee bit more this way. But we do have a basement in this new house, but we do not have a garage. They had a garage, but at some point they renovated the garage into a couple of bedrooms. So I actually have, with this new house, I have 5 bedrooms, which is pretty incredible. Yeah, okay, I'd like to see a little bit of this. Okay, it may not look too hidden, but I do kind of like it hanging out. And then I'm gonna just go ahead, cut this little edge off right here. Okay, and then I'm gonna ink this. So, I'm sniffling now because I sneezed, but again, our pollen count is high. And they gave me a nasal spray, told me to switch off of the allergy pills I had been using for years, and gave me a nasal spray, which in November was sufficient. But now that the spring pollen season is here, I'm thinking not so much. So I've been using the nasal spray and trying to remember to take the allergy pill, but I did not remember today. And so I've got a little bit of the allergy sneezes. So, but anyway, so yeah, so I may actually have, you know, a room where I don't have to share it with my laundry. Then, oh, what am I going to do if my laundry's not right there? I have no excuse to be in my room. There's always an excuse. There's always an excuse. And again, I don't do a cross on the folds. Okay, so that, yeah, okay. I'm going to put this in like so. And this wants to go down more. So let me see why. See if I can open this up a little bit more. There. And make that a little more even. Okay. Much better. But then I am going to get another little bit of lace after I put that bag back up. What do I have here? It's too white, right? Yeah, okay. I'll just pull a bunch out and see what I have. Maybe would I want to put a little of this pink across? Okay. That's too big. That's ruffly. Got a piece of paper on that one. Do I want to do that? No, that's a little too wide. I mean, I can trim things down. It's not like I can't do that. Now that one looks interesting. Maybe just part of the way? Yeah, you know what? I think I like it just part of the way because it kind of camouflages this, but it still gives you a place. Sold. It gives you a place to pull at it. So I am going, you know what? I'm into this thing now about ragging up the edges. I am loving this. Okay. Really, really loving that. Okay. Yep. Yep, yep. Okay. But for the sake of not gluing the paper in, let's go ahead, take that out, and we'll put some glue along the edge here. Okay. And yes, I ended up covering up the little white bit underneath, but you know, sometimes that happens. Okay, I'm gonna lay that on its side just in case. Was this the piece? No. That was, here we go. Alrighty. We're going this way, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. I am loving that. Okay. Ow. I say ow a lot now. Sorry. Okay. It's sticking to me. Look at all this glue. Look at this. Is this terrible? I was watching somebody's video. I think it was today and earlier, because usually when I first wake up, I wake up slowly, and I'll take my phone and just trying to collect all these bits and pieces now. I'll take my phone and I'll drink my tea. I'll sit in bed and drink my tea and watch a few videos. And she was saying, I've got ink and glue all over my hands. I'm such a messy crafter. I'm like, you're not alone. You are not alone. All right, let's put these puppies back in here. Okay, it's back in my bag. That goes there. And I'm wondering, because you know I'm on a roll here. Let me, hang on a second. Oh my goodness, I'm hitting the wire to the phone, but I don't know if I'm shaking it. Okay, here we go. Some butterflies in here. I'm not sure that this is the box I wanted. All right, let's look in the other box. These are more brown, and I've used up most of the, I've used up most of the, what about this guy? Most of the butterfly looking ones, and they're more mothy, the ones that are left. Yep. Oh, yes. Okay, I just need to trim these antenna a little more. Let me put this box up here. And let me trim these, and I'm way off for you guys here. Just going to trim these down a little bit more. Okay, one. And this guy. And here. Okay, let's see. Didn't quite get it all the way through, so there we go. Oh, I think I cut it off. See, I do that sometimes. Here it is. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. We will put him on when we're done. We can do that. It's right here. It's flipped over, but it's right there. So I will go ahead and, is it? Oh no, here he is. Okay. I thought that was it, but it wasn't. Okay, so let me go ahead and make that one inkier. Okay. And we will use the tweezers, okay, and my art glitter glue, if I can get it to come out. Okay, let's get a pen. I'm picking up all kinds of stuff off of my desk. Oh my goodness. Okay. My fingers, with all the glue on them, they're like one of those pet hair rollers. I'm picking up everything. I could say it's my magnetic personality, but I don't think that's quite true. Okay, here we go. Did I get any on here? I think I did. All right. Okay. Try to turn that around without dropping it. And I was thinking right about there, give or take. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, so here's our piece of paper. Let's just make sure I haven't glued anything down. It appears not. I'm going to pick this up, put the cover or the pin back in it. Okay, try to clean off some of this glue from my fingers. Goodness. Okay, and this was the side I wanted up. Okay, so go ahead and put that in there like that. You see it, but you don't see it. I mean, you can see it, but you know, but it makes it easier to go ahead and pull that little piece out. So that, my friends, is the piece for tonight. So we have the little hidden spot here, a little cluster here, and then these little clusters on this side with the green chiffon in the back. And I'll probably scrunch that one up a little bit more too. I just need a little more scrunch. A little more scrunch. It's too flat. So let's try to put some glue there, and let me see what I can scrunch. Well, that one's not working that well. I'll have to do it with the regular glue. Alrighty. Come on. Gotta let my bubble go. There it goes. Okay. Scrunch that just a little bit more. And then put something on it so I can get my finger off of it. Alright, that helps a little. That's not bad. Looks a little bit better. Okay, so that's it for tonight, guys. The next time I think I put up a video, I'm hoping to have all the signatures in the cover. The cover won't be finished, but I'll have the signatures in the cover. And we'll start working on getting some other pockets and filling with a little bit of tags. You'll see some of it, not all of it, because we'll save the whole thing for the flip through for the Olivia journal, which I'm hoping is coming very, very soon. So with that, I'm going to say good night. So in the meantime, guys, be safe, be happy, be blessed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.